Did you hear the difference? The rougher asphalt, on the rougher asphalt, the cars make a lot more noise. So on that new piece of asphalt, the noise is a lot less. And I noticed that the asphalt is rarely as good as in the Netherlands, and that contributes quite a bit to the noise level. Of course, I already knew that with respect to cobblestone roads. This is why it's so noisy in Odessa and in Lviv. And in a lot of sections in Kiev too, there are still cobblestone roads, and these make a lot of noise. For bicycling, I really noticed the rolling resistance difference. It was a lot heavier going, I thought, on the rougher asphalt compared to the better asphalt. All in all, my impression of Kiev is still the same, very noisy almost everywhere. I was in a few places today walking, and it was fairly quiet there, but it's just for me that's just the exception. If you get anywhere close to the center or close to one of the big roads, there's noise everywhere. Because of the issue with the asphalt not being that great quality. Even at lower speeds, this makes the cars make a lot of noise. It's very different from Kremenchuk, Zhytomyr, although the highway from Zhytomyr, there you have a lot of noise, but the cars go very fast there. So thinking about buying a house, one close to Zhytomyr, fairly close, one about 25 kilometers, the other about 10 kilometers in Pryaziv. 10 kilometers away is a very good distance for cycling, but you need to go via that highway, and I don't mind riding it. I've ridden it a lot here in Ukraine on the highways with cars going by at 100 plus kilometers per hour. That doesn't bother me, except for the extreme noise. I was even riding with earplugs. It was not enough. I felt it was not cool. So the house in Pryaziv, very big house, a reasonable amount of land. For the Netherlands it would be quite a lot, 1200 square meters. But even though it's behind the hill a little bit, there is this issue of background noise from the highway, plus that for everything you need to go via that highway to get any other cities. There are few possibilities, but not very good ones. For some places near Pryaziv. In any case, I think Kremenchuk is the better option. I visited a house there which is more expensive, quite a bit more expensive, but also a lot more land, and the house is only one story. So I like that, and the roof is storage facility. So no need for stairs, everything on the ground floor. Yeah, well, I'll see how that goes. I think it's a bit outside Kremenchuk, also about 10 kilometers, which is perfect. I've done it in the Netherlands a lot. You just go 10 kilometers to a supermarket or something, 10 kilometers back. And it's just no time at all. 25 is a quite different matter. If you walk 25 or you cycle 25 kilometers. I just don't like that. Then I would, which I did when I tested it, to that one house, take a break with some tea in my thermos bottle. That's okay to do. So I'm waiting for a reply to a suggestion. Then I'm going either to Kremenchuk or to Lviv, probably. In the meantime, I will probably make some videos on other topics to upload. Oh yeah, one topic that I can add to this video. So I talked a bit about riding in Ukraine by bicycle. I was in a bike shop. They made a little cable, adapter cable to the Trelog LS906 that I installed on the bike instead of the IQX that has a broken mount. And they told me that Bushinura is not represented in Ukraine, so it would be hard to get spare parts. And we talked also about saddles. He had a Brooks sign in the shop, and yeah, I've tested just about all of them. But he said, yeah, he's a vegan, he doesn't ride leather saddles. And I said about that, yes, the cows are not killed for leather, but for meat. So when everyone stops eating meat, then it makes sense to stop using leather and use alternatives. Until then, it's just irrelevant. It would be actually a waste not to use it then. So yeah, meat eating or not. A friend of mine, a former friend, it's the one from Kharkov that I mentioned, I made a suggestion to her to start a business. I would set up everything, provide all the money, and she gave me some stupid reply that I don't need to know where she is. She wants to push me away or something, but she makes it harder for herself in her life. I made a video about that you can't help people generally. Even she, who was receptive to various suggestions that I made, didn't follow through in the end on most of them. She was also a vegan, or is, presumably still is. She said she doesn't like leather products, but I made the same remark to her, that you can use replacement products, but plastics are worse for the environment, so it would need to be something else. And there are some replacements for leather, but I don't know how good they are, and I haven't seen them on bicycle saddles. So while people still eat meat, it's better to use the leather than to use plastic, which pollutes the environment. when from microplastics, but also from large pieces of plastic and the production. So it doesn't make sense in my view to not want to use leather. Okay, that's it. Yeah, stupid dog. That's it for now. Bye.